Hi, and welcome to Tech Talk. Okay, quick show of hands. How many of you are working for companies with a 100% cloud based technical infrastructure? If you're not sure, you're not alone. So, this month on Tech Talk, we're going to do a quick review and get you up to speed on what the cloud is and why it's more important than ever that you or your company is taking advantage of the reliability, security, scalability, and agility of a cloud based tech stack. It may come as no surprise, but as we start, for many of us, our fifth month of a COVID-19 reality, many companies were caught flat footed when the coronavirus first impacted the United States. Companies with cloud based tech stacks were able to send workers home where they still had access to their applications, data, and files that were critical to their roles. Companies who weren't prepared had a much more difficult time deploying a work from home workforce. In our industry, there are still numerous companies who maintain massive amounts of data and files on site to which employees don't always have easy access when they're out of the office. Further, some companies are running on such old systems that they've repeatedly pushed off a migration to the cloud due to the considerable resources involved in planning and migration. That said, COVID 19 has hastened cloud migration considerably, and we're seeing a rapid growth of companies within our industry that are now fully or partially running on the cloud. Before we go any further, it might make sense to actually define what the cloud is and what it isn't. This might go without saying, but the cloud is not that beautiful collection of stratus, cumulus, cirrus, and cumulonimbus clouds you see above you on a daily basis. The cloud is not a place, it doesn't exist in a single city or facility, and it's not server virtualization either. Just because you have a LogMeIn account and you can access those files on your computer at work, that doesn't mean that you're cloud based. You'll be happy to know that the cloud is not riskier, nor is it generally more expensive in the long run, particularly when you take into account capital costs and the high cost of risk of storing data on site. The cloud is historically also not top down, meaning that most adoption of cloud based tech in the past has occurred in the trenches and made its way to upper management. Last but not least, the cloud is not a fad. It's here to stay, and if you aren't yet cloud based, it's time. Okay, so what is the cloud? In general, a cloud based tech stack means that all of your applications, data, and file storage is happening on the internet. There are variations of this, such as private clouds, public clouds, and hybrid clouds, but in general, just think hosted in the cloud, accessible from anywhere. As far as using the cloud, you'll hear terms such as SaaS, software as a service, PaaS, platform as a service, and IaaS, infrastructure as a service. If you're using things like ESP, Sage, or Distributor Central, or you run your entire business on a platform such as that we offer at commonsku, you are using software as a service. So congratulations, you are, at least in part, running your business from the cloud. Using a platform as a service would be, say, using Windows Azure to store your data. And if you're leveraging Amazon Web Services to deploy your web applications or database servers, you are using infrastructure as a platform. For suppliers and distributors in our industry, the ability to easily deploy a remote workforce, tap into exponentially more powerful computing power, and lower the cost and increase the speed of backups in case of a catastrophe are key factors in our quicker migration to the cloud. We've all been using Zoom and sharing files for quite some time, but a truly integrated cloud-based tech stack means that all of your cloud-based apps work together for a truly efficient workflow. Imagine having your CRM system, product sourcing, presentation tools, order management, and invoice systems all hosted in the cloud and communicating with each other. The efficiency gains are incredible, and your ability to reduce costs and scale effectively are much higher than if you're hosting disparate apps on local servers. As with any major migration, planning is key. So if you've been considering a move to the cloud, and we highly recommend that you do, talk to a trusted source to put together a migration plan. You'll be glad you did, and you'll be better prepared for the next time we're dealt a curveball like we've seen with COVID-19. Thanks, and we'll see you next time on Tech Talk.